Welcome back over to the channel. I'm Initial D, your host, and will forever be your host. Better than buttered toast. Maybe not. Initial D. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Hopefully you all are well, whatever part of the world in which you may be watching today's episode. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, give it a like, because we are definitely trying to get this channel up and off the ground and notified around the world. Comment down below if you feel like something in this video spoke to you. I do love to go back and forth with my subscribers and even non-subscribers. And if you like what you see, subscribe. You know, it doesn't cost a dime on this platform. Subscribing is for free 99. So help a brother out, and I would greatly appreciate that. In today's video, I want to talk about something that is very relative in the world of content creation, streaming, things of that nature. I just wanted to talk to the people because this is something that I have talked to individuals about over the last couple of years when I started streaming back in 2020. And I noticed that there were people who were doing streaming or creating some sort of content creation for a living, and that was just all that they did. And at first I scratched my head. I was like, wow, there's actually people paying their bills. There's people doing this like for real, like, and nothing else. So after analyzing for the last couple of years and talking to people personally who do it, I drew up the conclusion that myself, and this is no shade to anybody out there who decides that they want to do this for a living, but I just can't. Like, I can never do content creation or streaming full-time as a means of taking care of mine, because, you know, I got a whole family to take care of. I got bills to hold on to the lifestyle in which I currently have. Streaming would not be able to sustain that for me. Maybe it can for some of you out there, but I know for a fact that the majority of content creators and streamers, they're not bringing in 6 figures or 7 figures like some of these mega streamers out here that you may know by name. Not going to name drop. You can pretty much play with your imagination, and some names will come to mind. So I'm going to give everybody out there 3 reasons as to why I choose to not do this full time. Maybe you can relate to it, maybe not. I definitely still would like to hear your thoughts. So please, after this video, comment down below how you feel about being a full-time content creator. Would you do it or would you not do it? The first reason is why I wouldn't do it is the unstable income. I've had conversations with streamers that basically were stressed out, like they were like worried to death that they were behind on subs. Like, some individuals are used to averaging 1,000 subs, and now they may be averaging, like, let's just say last month they get 1,000. This month they're coming in at 600. Like, that's a really big drop when it comes to subscribers for your channel. And I'm particularly talking about Twitch. The unstable income is enough to drive a person crazy, because your bills don't care about how you didn't get 1,000 subs this month. Your bills don't care that you didn't get 50,000 bits this month. They don't care whether people have donated to you this month. They don't care. The bills keep coming. They don't stop, and you have to pay them. And I, for one, just cannot see myself really depending on the generosity of other people, because a content creator and a streamer is essentially dependent on the viewer and their career or their job to not fail. Because if their job fails and their career fails, guess who's going to feel the pain when the budget cuts come in? You, brother. You know, Hulk Hogan tapping in there, but stop it. But I'm serious though. You're going to feel it if they get a pay cut or if they get laid off. And the only thing that's going to be on their mind is they need to survive. They need to take care of themselves. They're not going to be thinking about you and yours. That's just the reality of it. And that just does not sit well with me. Me having to depend on the revenue of viewers just to pay my own bills. Okay. So the lack of instability in income is the first reason that I could never do this full time. The second reason is the increased stress levels. Now, stress is one of those things that kind of just gets thrown out there as a term. Oh, I'm stressed out. Oh, stress. Like, no. Stress is real. It is a hormone, and it definitely plays a role as far as how you feel throughout the day mentally. And once again, talking to streamers who do this have stressed themselves out so much that they are physically ill or they're in the hospital. And I'm always seeing that. Like, people tweet this stuff out, people put this on Instagram, how they're not feeling good and their mental health is shot. They don't know what they're going to do next because people are not subbing to them like they once were. People are not coming by the stream like they once were. Like, the stress levels, I can just imagine, are definitely going to be off the chart. Now, I don't believe that we have the ability to eliminate all stress from our lives. However, I do believe that we do have the ability to control the stress that does come into our life. Like, we can eliminate things that actually really piss us off and stress us out. And I think that if I constantly had to worry about how much money I was going to make from, streaming or whatever the case may be, or YouTube videos, my stress level would be up here and I just would be no good to anybody. Like, I wouldn't be a very good partner. I wouldn't be a very good father if my stress levels are high, because when I get stressed out, I shut down. Personally, I shut down and I don't want to talk to anybody. And yeah, I can just see stress being a huge factor in me not wanting to do this full time like some people out there. Now, if you're somebody and you're watching this and you are a full-time streamer, you're pissed off at this point, I am sorry. We all do not share the same opinion, And the last reason is number 3 as to why I wouldn't do this full time is you constantly have to stay relative. Like, you constantly have to stay relevant. Like, you have to keep up with the trends. You have to keep up with what's hot. You can't continue to do what you want to do. And I think that just strips the content creation, the creation side of the content completely off of the table, because you may come in the game doing what you really want to do, but when you make that decision to just completely step over and do this full time, then there has to be something to give, which means that you're going to have to do things that keep eyes on you all the time, because the more eyes that are on you, the more money you could potentially make. And you may not be able to do some of the things in which you love or some of the things in which you're passionate about, because you're always doing things that keep you relevant. You feel me? And in some cases, that means even compromising your beliefs, even compromising your morals. There's some people that I used to watch on YouTube who act completely different like 5-6 years ago. And then I come to their channel, it's like, oh my gosh, like, you're trash. Like, seriously, like you have fallen like from grace tenfold. I see it. And it's all because of this right here. Like, people will do anything for money. And we already know in the Bible, it tells us that money is the root of all evil. Now, money itself is not evil, but the root of it most definitely is evil. Now, I didn't make this video to discourage anybody out there. I made this video just to give you some clarity from my perspective as to why I would never do this full time. I think just working in general and having a skill that nobody can take away from me, and that's something that other people desire and that want to be done, keeps more security, for my household. That is streaming. I just personally do not think it's sustainable. I don't think that a person can do it long term and be comfortable, unless, again, like, you're one of these 1 to 2%ers out here that are just making 6 and 7 figures. But the mass majority of us aren't doing that. If you want to do this full time, go for it. Just know that, like anything in life, there's risks. And if you are willing to take that risk and put whatever it is you hold near and dear to your heart, on the line to pursue something in which you enjoy, I mean, go for it. Who am I to say don't do it? All right, everybody, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like it, give it a like. Again, please comment down below so I can hear your thoughts on this perspective here. And subscribe to the channel if you are new. Again, my name is Initial D, and I'm out. Peace.